The thing has happened. The thing has happened. This is some very nice lighting. This is some very nice lighting in here that we got going on. I'm all about this. This is nice. This is cool. Some good lighting. It's like salmon colored. Can't complain with that. It's Tuesday, which means it's live stream night, which means we got stuff going on, which means that the party's happening, which means David is in here. What up, David? How you doing? Brian, Xander, Damo, what is up? Dudes, how you guys doing? How's your guys' Tuesday? Jake, what up? Justin. Yo, back to you. It's been a busy day today. It's been a busy day. Finally got another engine build done, which means I can start on another one. Tanner, I've missed you. Jack! I've missed you, my friend. Hello, Jack. What's going on, man? Happy Tuesday. Anthony, what up? I currently have you on mute because I'm in a meeting. Well, Damo, this is for you if you can hear me and not on mute. I hope your meeting goes well. Hey, Rishi, what up, dude? Jimmy, that is some nice light. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Am I good? I'm great. I'm great. I'm doing great. It is Tuesday. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yo, it's been so long since I tuned in. Welcome back, my friend. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Michael? How you doing? What's good, bro? Alex, you tell me what's good. Hi, I'm from Puerto Rico. Hello, I'm from Washington. Now we're just like throwing stuff out. Now we're just throwing stuff out there. I'm all about it. Get to make this one finally. Finally. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. Sup, buddy? What up? Just got my wheels all set. RPF ones. Ooh, RPF ones are always good wheels. They're always good, affordable wheels. You can't go wrong with RPF ones. Doing great. Good to hear, Justin. Tanner, the tan balloon tailpipe popping, man. What's good, broski? Yo, that was... I thought I could make an entire video out of that, and then I started editing it, and I was like, there is no way that this deserves to be a video. But it worked out pretty good as a YouTube short, so no complaints. The whole balloon thing, that was funny. That was fun. That was like a good hour of fun. We tried it on Matt's car, but it didn't work the same since he has like two tailpipes. He has the dual exhausts. It just didn't work out. I like all the videos. They're really helpful for me. And hey, glad to hear. Glad to hear, my friend. Glad to hear. Where did I just go? What's good? Subi Alex, what's good? You tell me what's good. What's poppin'? Brother, the worst has happened. The 04 WRX is in the repair shop. A lady backed into me. So now that's not that bad. Like, it'll have a good glow up, but that's not that bad in like the grand scheme of things. Like I've seen some pretty bad, like it sucks, but I've seen some pretty bad accidents that like it's like hard to come back from those ones. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take too long. Like your content, bro. Keep it up. Hey, appreciate it, Edward. Appreciate it, my friend. Hello, I'm from Earth. Walton. I am not from Earth. Maybe I am. I could be. Who knows? I don't even know. Subies! We're just throwing names out there. Throwing words out there. Big, epic. Got a job interview at Subaru tomorrow. Ooh, congrats, Xander. Let me know how it goes. What's the position for? What's the position for at Subaru? What up, man? Hope my channel blows up like yours one day. Just hit 200 subs the other day. I mean, I wouldn't really say that my channel is like blown up, but you'll get there, my friend. Just keep uploading. As long as you would like enjoy making the videos, enjoy uploading them, and you're like out there to like share information with the world or whatever it is you're doing, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. The $700 Blobeye that I bought has been doing amazing. That's a steal right there. $700 for a Blobeye? That's good. That's good. What up, man? All-wheel drive? Chris, bruh. What up, dude? What up, man? How's the Flash 6 coming? That is a good question. Plumber, appreciate the dono. Yo, Tanner, I'm at the bar right now. I just want to say, everyone remember how important safety is. Today, I lost my second best friend this year in an accident. Be safe out there, everyone. Plumber, I am so sorry for your loss, my dude. Hopefully everything goes smoothly from this point forward. It's never fun. Happened to me a couple of years ago with one of my buddies, and it sucks going through stuff like that. But hopefully everything like in life from this point is like smooth sailing, because that's what we want. We want smooth sailing in life. Where'd I just go? How's the Flat 6 coming? Flat 6. It's coming along. We've been waiting on standby for like everything. Every turbo flanges, material, everything that we need to fabricate. So it's all kind of on standby right this second. Once we get all the other stuff in, then we can like continue fabricating it. Tanner, bust out the old reliable hat. It's actually soaking in like some cleaning stuff right now because it smells like a petting zoo. So I'm trying to get it clean. I'm trying to like break this one in too. Like whenever I get hats, I gotta like super like break them in. Does anybody else do this with hats? Like you hate brand new hats, so you like scrunch them up and you like try to make them like feel worn again. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Junior M, appreciate the dono. Won't ever send money on OnlyFans, but I can help Subaru out with the build, even if it's just a bit. Makes me feel better than eSimps. Hey, I appreciate the dono, my friend. It all goes back into the channel, you guys, as you've seen. But I always appreciate the support, you guys. That balloon shit was funny, dude. That was fun. That was fun. If you guys got like a couple like household balloons laying around, you want some like cheap entertainment, go out there and throw like a balloon on your car. It's fun. A new subscriber from Trinidad and Tabongo. Did I get that one right? Appreciate the support, my friend. Thoughts on Koenig SSM 18x8 235 4018 trying to make its return badass. Koenig SSM. What do those look like? Koenig SSM. Let's see. Let me see if I can like share my screen here so that way we can all see what we're looking at here. I like those wheels. You'll see what they look like here in a second. But that is not the box I wanted to click on. Do not click on that box right there. Where's Safari? There it is. Boom! Boom! Those are some good looking wheels. I like them. Not bad for the price. 150 bucks a wheel is not bad at all. They look good. They're like Workmeister reps. Estimated ship date tomorrow. There's only 3 left in stock. Who's buying 3 wheels? Stocking. I don't need you to explain. I like them. I think they look good. They're like Meister reps. They don't look bad though. They don't look bad. Hey man, what program do you use to edit your videos? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I started out using a program called Filmora because I had absolutely no idea how to edit. And that program was like super easy to learn on. And then when I wanted like more control over the videos, I swapped over to Adobe Premiere. I didn't end up getting a 2020 STI, but I got a 2018, which is cheaper. No complaints there. Low miles and clean. Gunmetal gray with red interior. Installing so many parts already. Hey, glad to hear. Aliens. All about the aliens. Alec, appreciate the dono, man. Beer on me, cheers. Hey, appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. I will sip on a nice Ronier after this live stream when I'm editing tomorrow's video. Which you guys are going to see. You guys wanted videos of me just like absolutely losing my mind when working on cars. So you guys are finally getting one tomorrow. I hope you were happy. There were many bad things said within such a short period of time that it's just, you'll see it tomorrow. It was bad. Connor, what up, dude? Just basic mathematics stuff like that. I'm only 16 after all. There's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong with that at all. Mechanics. I don't know why I read mathematics. Either way, like basic mechanics, still good entry. Hey bro, what's the gap for the spark plugs for a 600 horsepower, if you can help me with that? It really depends. Like, I would ask your tuner that question to see what they want you to gap them to. 0.28 is what a lot of people, 0.32 I believe is what like NGK comes out the box at. I know some people bring them down to 0.28. The closer you go, higher the boost is kind of like the ideal. Is it, what is that? No, oh, that's Matt. He just got here. That's kind of like the rule to follow there, but never hurts to double check with your tuners. I got an 04 Forester waiting for injectors and equal length headers. Ooh, get them parts. Get them parts. RIP and sympathies for Plumber. For real, be safe out there, you guys. There's like so many like bad drivers on the road up here lately. It's like, it's blown my mind. Like Matt and I have seen so many people do so many like stupid things. Yeah, I make lots of Subaru stuff. Nice, except I got a hatch. Keep going at it, Daniel. Keep it going, dude. Hey, I made it this time. Hey, Zeus, what's going on, dude? Exhaust manifold done. Not yet. No, we don't have the exhaust manifold done yet for the EG33 STI. One of the biggest things we've been waiting on is the T4 flange for the turbo. Like, we can't like do the rest of the exhaust till we get that T4 flange. So, been just waiting for parts to come in. It's been so exciting just waiting for the parts. What's up, Tanner? How you doing? Not too bad. Teddy, how you doing? How is it going to be twin scroll while being unequal length? It's not really going to be twin scroll. It's more of like a divided, where each runner kind of has its own, like, it's like kind of twin scroll, but it's not twin scroll, if that makes sense. It's divided. It's a divided setup. I'm the guy that told you timing issue on the Blob-Eye when you didn't know you misaligned the AVCS. Oh, did that happen to you? Wait, I'm the guy who told you what was up with that timing issue. Oh, yeah. I remember, Daniel. I remember, because I went and checked out your stuff after that, because that dowel really screwed me on that one. Hey, man, experience rolling fenders. Work out an actual roller. If so, what do you recommend to do and not to do? I have an entire video on fender rolling and how to fender roll without like completely destroying your fenders or the paint. I would definitely go check that one out if you are interested. I have like an entire walkthrough on that one. Howdy, going to Kinetic this weekend. Small dog! Hello.
He was chasing a bunny.
Hey, wait. Oh, what happened to the lid? It was like kind of popped open. Hey, you got an important safety recall notice from Subaru.
Oh, God.
Will you let me know what it is? I'm curious. I just spilt coffee all over my shirt.
Do you want me to put it in a different cup?
No, it's okay. It's okay. This cup is just being weird. Connor, also appreciate the dono. When moving to Washington State, bad drivers should get a handicap sticker. They should get something. There's so many bad drivers. Melanie experiences it all the time. I do. Matt do. Matt does. So many bad drivers. Going to Kinetic this weekend to get my access port set up for mod planned. Can't wait to get started on the mods. That's what I'm saying. Get started on those mobs. Mods. Zach, also appreciate the dono. What is the best year of STI between 2015 and 2020 in your opinion? 2019, because you can get them slightly used. They come with the Type RA short block, and they still come with all the amenities that all the new ones do. 2019 by far.
I think we already got this fixed.
Can I see it?
It's the ignition recoil.
Ignition? This recall provides Subaru previous ignition coil reprogramming. We have not done that one.
Oh, we did.
We didn't do ignition coil reprogramming. What we did on yours when we got it recalled was the brake lines, because they were saying the brake lines could swell and burst, and then you have no brakes. You know, at least they sent us a nice urgent safety recall notice.
I got the basic ass car and it still has every issue.
Reason for the safety recall. Subaru has determined that the ECM reprogramming was effective for vehicles that were repaired under previous recall WUQ-02. However, as a result of further analysis, Subaru has determined that the ignition coils should be replaced. Those are free coil packs. That's like $500. So they're just giving us brand new ignition coil packs.
I had to take my car to Matt.
Woo! That's like $500 in parts Subaru's just recalling. That's a come up.
He's in trouble.
What did he do?
He ran out of the car and chased a bunny to the neighbor's house.
Did he get the bunny?
No, he did not.
Did you try to get a bunny? Small dog. Where'd I go? Love the content. The fabricator bit's really cool. I want to learn how to weld. I also want to learn how to weld. I have no idea how to weld, but I've been like wanting to learn. I tried welding once. I would say I did like 2 out of 10. Not the best. I could have done worse. Big learning thing. When we get this new shop space, it's going to have 220 in it. So we're going to get a welder and we're going to learn how to weld. It's one big thing. I want to learn how to weld. Also, Connor, appreciate the other dono, dude. It's awesome when your 2-year-old daughter is dancing to 5-Finger Death Punch. You can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. I remember 5-Finger Death Punch. Do they still make music? I don't know if they still make like new music. But I know their old music isn't too bad. Tobago. I got it now. Tobago. That's how you pronounce it. Tanner, what's up, sir? Love the content. Need a pro tuner recommendation. I'm from the area, Spanaway specifically. Hey, that's where our shop is going to be, a Spanaway. If you're looking for one, if you don't mind driving down to Portland, Surge Line Tuning, PRE Racing, English Racing would be my 3 go-tos. If you're looking for like an E-tune, I'd probably hit up Bill over at Delicious Tuning. That dude does like wonders like incredibly quickly. Let's see that browser history. What do I have in my browser history? I don't think it's anything good. Is it? It's Koenig Wheels, Koenig, YouTube, live streaming, YouTube, and what's in these? Is there anything like dirty in these? Do I have dirty things? I can't even show you guys this. It's all like YouTube and email stuff. And redirect. What is that? Oh, that's my bank. Ha! Ha! Nothing in there. I have FA20 WRX, currently has 15k miles, been using OEM oil, running flex soon in the beginning of July for my tune appointment. Thinking of switching to Motul 8100X Clean EFE. What brand? For FA20s, you should be, I would highly suggest using the X Clean EFE. That's what primarily works well in the WRXs, specifically the FA20s. EJ-based cars, I'd use XS. FA cars, X Clean, 100%. They are so nice. Koenig is no more. What do you mean Koenig is no more? How do I feel about the EJ20Y to make 350 wheel horsepower? Just got one for the low. Driving right to the dyno this time. EJ20Y? EJ20Y. EJ20X. What? EJ20Y right there. JDM 08 to 14. EJ20Y, $195. 150 PSI on that secondary air pump. Look at that. Is this just a JDM 255? What am I looking at here? JDM 2008-2014 Subaru WX EJ20X 2-liter dual overhead cam turbo dual AVCS replacement engine compression test at 150. I mean, it doesn't seem much more different than the USDM EJ255, but as a 2-liter, do it. Send it to the dyno. Curious, what will it make? What will it make? What mods do you have? What are you doing to this thing? What are you doing? Is this the one that you bought? Is this yours? Am I looking at your engine? Am I looking at your engine right now? That's the same. I was looking at that turbo flange. I was like, why does that look so funny? That looks the same. Same. What do I think? Well, I don't remember what the question was. How do I feel about the EJ20Y? Look at that. See, you guys can see my double comment action here. I got 2 comment things going on, so that way I can like keep up to date. Yeah, I mean, 2-liter, 350 horsepower on a OEM. Tested it. I don't know what the compression on yours is. Doable. Don't know how long it'll last. Alex, appreciate the dono, man. Hey, bro, I was losing it removing the stock turbo inlet and installing the cob. One of the most difficult part I have ever installed in a car. It's awful. It's awful to swap turbo inlets with the intake manifold on. Let me be specific. Trying to do it with the intake manifold on, completely awful. Doing it with the intake manifold off, not bad. I would never do another turbo inlet replacement with an intake manifold on. I will never do it again. I will just take the intake manifold off. It is well worth my time to take the intake manifold off and do it that way than it would be to try to shove one in there, because it sucks. If you've never done it before, that was actually my very first modification I ever did on a Subaru, and it made me hate my Subarus temporarily, was a turbo inlet. Awful. I just dug through my hat bin today. The display made me die inside. There's certain types that the brim can be destroyed on, but I'm genuinely not about it. I feel it. Like, I don't know. I just like to shape and make them fit the way I want them to. Work D9R needs spacer if I run 18 by 8.5 plus 38. Big Brembo in the front, stock suspension. Off the top of my head, I have no idea if that's going to clear the Brembos or not. When I was running 18 by 9.5 plus 38 with my work, D9Rs, they needed a... What is it? A 9mm spacer, I believe it was, to clear the Brembos. For the 8.5, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Private is another chapter. Oh, I will have to check them out. Maybe not the best place to ask. Ooh, this sounds like a weird, fun question. Haha, but I just did a TGV and EGR delete on my 16WX. I'm getting a weird, almost sucking leak that almost sounds like a vacuum leak from the passenger side. Any ideas? I would make sure that the block-off plate for the EGR is fully installed. Did you put the gasket back on when you put the EGR block-off plate on there? Make sure that you have a gasket in there. If you reuse the gasket, it could be damaged a little bit. It could be just leaking a little bit. I would check that. That would be the first thing I check would be those gaskets. Yo, what's up, man? I love the channel. Keep up the good work. What do you recommend to do to an engine before raising the boost and the fuel? Thanks. Basic reliability mods, air oil separator. If it's an EJ cylinder 4 cooling mod, a compression test to make sure it's healthy, I guess. If it passes all that, I'd say send it. I scanned my dad's 2012 STI, not throwing any code, still has gurgle noises sometimes on startup, still has a turnover on startup problem. I would have to take a look at the car and see what's going on with it. Trying to figure that out over the internet is very hit or miss on that one. But if it's not throwing any codes and it's still doing that, I don't know. I'd probably check starter. I'd probably check the starter, but it doesn't sound like it's the starter. That's an interesting one to try and diagnose. I would have to actually have the car in front of me to play with it a little bit and actually see what the symptoms are. Jack, thanks, man. I appreciate the support and appreciate you giving your opinions. I got to head back to work. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. Rage comp. Tomorrow's video will be a little rage compilation-y. That video should be really interesting. Demonetization, here we go. It's gonna have a lot. It'll all be somewhat cleaned up a little bit, but you'll get the gist of everything that I'm saying in the video. I don't even know what that one means. If I lower my coilovers 2 inches in the front and 1 inch in the back, will my tires get effed driving like that for 2 weeks without? No, I mean, for the most part, you can eyeball alignment things. It's not the best thing to do, but you can, for the most part, eyeball an alignment to get it somewhat close within range. But for 2 weeks, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Bought a new turbo today for my 19 STI along with supporting mods, inlet, and injectors. I'm a newbie, so hoping you could walk me through install on video chat. Would be happy to pay for your time. We might be able to work that out. We could probably work something like that out. It depends on if I can fit it in my schedule, but it sounds doable. I was losing my mind changing the stock turbo inlet for a Cobb one, the most difficult for real. Am I going to be at any local meets with my group of friends? Yeah, I will be at Big Northwest. If anyone's going to Big Northwest, there's a Cars and Coffee coming up next Sunday at the LeMay Car Museum that I'm going to. So there's a Cars and Coffee coming up, and then Big Northwest. And then I think we have made the deciding factor to go to, I think it's Subi Fest. I think it's called Subi Fest in California. We are going to make the trip down from Washington down to California to go to that, because I think it'll be fun. We'll take the 05 STI because everybody knows the 17 STI won't be ready by then. At least it would be really cool if I could take the 17 STI down there. That's not going to happen. I still have to break in the engine, get through the break-in tune. I still have to get the car running. I still have to get the cage in. There's so much. There's still so much that has to happen with that car. But the 05 and us will be down there. We'll be down there for that one. Evan, appreciate the dono, man. Picking up my 04 STI tomorrow after 14 weeks of prime motoring. Hey, at least you got it at a good shop. 1,500 mile break in, then rollers JR tuned. Let's go! Thank you for what you do. Hey, let me know how it goes, dude. I wish I had access to have a JR tune or go to prime motoring or anything like that. We don't have that over here. But Chris over at Surgeline, awesome tuner. It would just be really cool to have JR actually tune one of the cars. It'd be really cool to have him tune the 17 STI with the EG33 in it, because that dude does some gnarly tunes. It'd be fun. Derek, yo, what up, dude? Do you think the Mazda Speed Protege Forge bypass valve will fit Mazda Speed Protege Forge bypass valve will fit my EG? I have no idea. I've heard some say that I have never heard anyone trying to make one of those fit. I don't even know what it looks like. I don't even know what it looks like. I'd have to look one up. What would cause my dam to go from 1 to 0.688, then slowly rise? I got a whole video on that one. Monitoring access port values. There could be a lot of things. Bad gas, bad tune, vacuum leaks, something seriously wrong with the engine. I would go check that video out. It goes into great detail on how to diagnose a dropping dam and increasing feedback knock. There could be a lot. There could be a lot of things that cause it. Anthony, hi Smeedy, I love your videos, man. Hey, appreciate it, dude. How do you usually wash your car? Do you have a video about it? I've got detailing videos out there, but I don't have any specifically this. This is how I wash my car. Normally, I just use 2 buckets, rinse bucket, wash bucket, do it in the driveway. Once every 6 months, I do a full detail on the car, go over the paint, re-ceramic coat it, re-wax it, or whatever I'm doing to it. But I could make that one. What is your ideal all-wheel horsepower goal in the EG33? So on the first iteration of tuning for power pulls, the Precision 6870 is going to be our limiting factor. That turbo is going to cap out around 950 to 1,000 wheel horsepower. Once we've capped out the Precision 6870, the 6870 is going to go off, it's going to come off of the EG33 STI, and it's going to go onto the 05 STI, and that one's going to get a rotated turbo setup. At that point, we're going to swap to a 7165 or something bigger than the 6870, and we're going to push that engine to its full potential to the 1,200 wheel horsepower mark. We're going to send that engine to what it is rated for. We're going to make sauce with it. We're going to make jam with it. But keep in mind that the very first iteration of tunes, the break-in tunes, is probably going to be around 400 wheel horsepower since it's a break-in tune. Then after that, first iteration of power pulls will probably be around 900 to 1,000. Second set of iteration power pulls probably going to be anywhere between 1,100 and 1,200, somewhere in between there. We are all curious what recall. We talked about the recall. Coil packs, apparently. Greetings from Chino, California. I get that one right. Thanks for all the videos you make. They are an eye-opener, very insightful. Hey, glad I can share, Bruce. Glad I can share, my friend. Glad limited to 1,000 wheel horsepower. Damn, too low. That's what I'm saying. Damn, just a little bit too low. Yo, watching you from Mission Control Room at SpaceX right now. SpaceX, what? Is it true? Is it true? Can you give us insight? Is Dogecoin literally going to the moon? I know Elon over there owns SpaceX. What's going on? Give us the insight. Give us the dirty deets. Give us the dirty deets. What good, bro? What up, Fernando? What's going on, man? Is Small Dog's name actually Small Dog? No, Small Dog's name, everyone calls him Small Dog, but his name is Jaeger, kind of like the alcohol. When I adopted him from the shelter, how long have I had him? Like 4 years? I think I've had Small Dog like 4 years. He came with the name Jaeger. We tried to change it to something else. He hated it. So now we just call him Small Dog. He doesn't, he's a chill small dog. He's a cool little small dog. Where do you get your brakes and rotors from? Normally I have Brian up at the Mod Garage order them for me, and then they come down and just either ship to me or they ship to the Mod Garage and I just go and pick them up. If I don't buy them through them, then normally like Rally Sport Direct or somewhere, just any other modification site that sells parts. FXT started oil smoking last week. Builder thinks it's the Grimspeed AOS. Going to switch. Good! Switch to the IAG. Any idea why this happened? I turned on a hard clover, started smoking like a bad turbo seal. Ooh! The Grimspeed AOSs are not... I say this with a lot of companies, and companies make good parts. Companies make bad parts. The Grimspeed air oil separator is not a good part. It's not a good part. They just push oil back into the system. Matt used to have one on his Outback, and we pulled off the turbo inlet one day. I forgot what we were doing, and there was literally a pool. Like, you could probably swim in it of oil sitting in front of the turbo inlet. It was not doing its job. I haven't really seen any air oil separators from Grimspeed actually like function how they should. In theory, it's a really cool idea. It just doesn't play out. Spun a bearing on my 05 STI. Man, your videos definitely helped me gain the need and confidence to tear down and reassemble my Subi. So mad love. Hey, glad to hear. Sorry about the spun bearing, but glad to hear. Block is getting the Outfront V4 package. That's what I'm saying. What did Jeremy? I talked to Jeremy today. I don't remember. Am I getting a V3 or V4? Because I don't remember. So we're gonna find out. So you want the V3 service and 1/2-inch studs on the block. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're doing the V3 closed deck service with 1/2-inch head studs, rehone, and a line bore if needed. I still have to buy new case bolts. I was thinking about doing like the ARP case bolts. They're like stupid expensive, but they're like stupid strong. I am overbuilding this engine for what we're going to be using it for. That engine will probably be rated to like 750 horsepower. We're probably going to push it around like 650-ish. But Outfront, they do awesome stuff. Just got a 2015 launch edition. Any good suggestions on forums or info for it? Eric, you're in the right place, man. We got all the info you could ever need. I mean, if you wanted to, Naziok has some good info. I got an STI as another one. If you go on to Naziok, I wouldn't post a thread because they'll probably get upset with you if you post a thread. But they have a lot of good info on like older threads. If you want to go read through there. Also, mini road trip of 10 hours and got the feedback knock of -7 and fine knock learn -11, but only when AC was on. Would you recommend? Nah, it sounds totally normal. Totally normal with AC on. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Fox, hello, my friend. My stupid cats killed 3 or 4 bunnies in the past couple weeks. Most of them babies. Like, go after the chipmunks. Small dog goes after like rabbits. Like come here. This is Small Dog. Small Dog is chill. Small Dog is... What are you? You're a beagle dachshund, so like rabbits and like squirrels and everything, he tries to like go hunt and like tries to get them, but he is just small boy. Just small boy. I'm sorry, you can go be free. Go be free. Here's your little sriracha. We keep getting him like these weird little sriracha toys. Absolutely loves them. Target, like $10. How do you donate? I don't know. I think there's a donation button somewhere on here. I love your shows, Tanner. Hey, appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. What's the spool difference between the TD04 and the TD05? I mean, there's other factors that play into it, but you're not going to see a huge difference in between each turbo. Like a TD04 and TD05, it's not a massive difference between the turbos. Outfront Motorsports. That's what I'm saying. Outfront makes awesome stuff. I'm all about Outfront. All about Outfront. Gotta go. Going to finish installing parts. Take care, bro. Good seeing you. Cheers from California. Hey, have fun, Alex. Poor silver was a great color for the calipers. That's what I'm saying. It looks so good. Looks so good. You cannot go wrong with silver for brake calipers. 100%. I need to close this door. The other dogs are playing with squeaky toys. You'd see soot residue blowing out if it's leaking too. True. A couple live streams ago mentioned my blown up new 19 STI. Finally got it disassembled. Cylinder 4 piston decided to blow into 10 pieces. You should drill a hole through all the pieces and make a necklace out of it and just wear the necklace. My S209 has benefited from your show. Lots of info and install videos. Hey, glad to hear. Glad to hear. We have so many install videos. So many. There's an actual oil cooler install video coming up here soon. I decided to piece together my own oil cooler kit, so that should be the last piece of that should be showing up tomorrow. We have an APR splitter showing up tomorrow that, yes, we will be chassis mounting that one as well, just like we did on the 17 STI. Lots of stuff happening. This coffee cup like keeps dripping coffee on me. On a stock 257 type RA, what can cause the DTC 1741 pressure sensor code and result Christmas tree cleared code made it stay away? Pressure sensor code sounds like a borrow pressure. C1741. Let me see. P1741. Subaru. P1741. Is that an actual code? Torque converter clutch control error. I don't think that's an actual code. Did you give me a real code? Because that doesn't sound like a real code. That does not sound like a real code. People that rake their suspension height, low front, high rear, don't understand how it works. I haven't seen too many cars with rake anymore. I know like years ago I used to see a decent amount of them, but I haven't seen too many now. Why would you recommend a built EJ25 goal? Oh, who would you recommend for a built EJ25? Goals around 500 all-wheel horsepower. Honestly, I'd probably go through Jeremy down at Outfront. If you're looking for something that's more of a custom build, go through Outfront. If you're looking for something that's a little more cookie cutter, like cut, copy, paste, you know is going to make the power, go through IAG. Building your own engine or having Outfront might save you, having Outfront do it might save you a little bit of money versus having IAG do it, because you're paying for a little bit of a premium there. But honestly, I would just go through Outfront. When I'm like 18, I'll drive down to Subifest, places like that. Don't want to drag my dad around for a 20-hour drive. I don't blame you. That's a long drive. But how long will it be? I think driving down to California from up here for us will probably be, I think it said it was like 28 hours or something like that. I think it'll be fun though. I think it'll be worth it. Are the headlights on the 17 still the stock ones? If they are, the back of them sealed for the low beams. So the headlights in the 17 STI are the OEM headlights that I've already retrofitted with diode dynamic C lights. If they are the back of them sealed for the low beams? Are the back of them sealed for the low beams? You can't get access to the low beams in the STI. So the STI, the low beams are just an LED chip. There's no way to like unseal it. I don't fully understand the question you're asking here. Zach, appreciate the dono, dude. Would you buy a rebuilt Title 15 to 20 if you're going to do a monster build, replacing everything and going to the max? Depending on what the damage is to the car, because if you're going to be building a monster high horsepower car and you're buying one with a rebuilt title and it has a bent frame, the car isn't going to handle like you want it to when you're all out chooch. When you're full chooch and you have like a bent frame, it's going to make a difference when driving. So it really comes down to what was the damage and why was it totaled out to begin with. But it can be a good way to do it. Tanner, I have 13 days off from work next month. Ooh, nice. I have plenty of parts that need installing. What's the shop you work for so I can come over and talk? Right now, it is the Mod Garage up in Tukwila. That is where I like contract out, I guess, to do engine builds and installs for people. I have to go up there tomorrow. I'm doing I think I'm doing Cartboy short shifter ambushing plus Hawk brake pads. I'm doing that tomorrow up there. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, the Mod Garage up there. Limited. Damn, take that thing to Mexico and gap some motherfuckers. Outfront V4 package for the win. Outfront. That's what I'm saying. Outfront. Hey, just got my access port for my 17WX. Nice. Very nice, Ted. For getting my case halves decked, any good shops or straight to Outfront? Straight to Outfront. Straight to Outfront. There's a limited number of shops out there that specifically work in Subaru platforms and has the experience like Outfront does. Like, you cannot go wrong with Outfront. Chat jumped. There we go. By the way, the $700 blob I came with a VF39 turbo STI injector, old style turbo XSP, back with a custom tuned 20 psi. Ooh, that's not bad. I haven't seen a lot of the old piggyback style turbo XS ECUs from back in the day, but they're still out there every now and then. Just send you a message on Insta about maybe helping me with an install. I will check it out, my friend. I will check it out, Rishi. Do you think the comprehensive tuning SmartFlow is actually functional? Yes. I mean, comprehensive tuning actually makes functional parts. So I haven't seen any data that says it doesn't work, but I also haven't seen any data that it does work. But for the most part, their parts are actually functional. Without, like, I'm sure if I went on their website, I could find some, like, flow test or some data to prove that it actually does work. But I'm, like, fairly confident that it does. Getting Subi back this weekend. Should I sell it? I can't afford a head gasket job every 6 months. What are you doing? What is happening over there that you have to swap out your head gaskets every 6 months? What is happening with these? What is happening with these cars? What is happening with me? I'm dying right now. Oh, like I inhaled my coffee. That was not good. Unabomber's Manifesto on Naziok. Tons of good info there. Good mention, Tanner. Spread the knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Unabomber and Uncle Scotty are like two of the OGs on Naziok that have been posting things for like years and years and years and years. And there's a ton of info on there. Like I said, just be cautious about posting on there because sometimes it's a little temperamental. Opinion on the new 2022 STI engine and future for it. Well, Subaru hasn't actually released any official like specifications on it. So all we still have to go off of is rumors, but I don't know. We'll see how it does. Do I plan on getting one? No. Still don't plan on getting one. Hey, Tanner, thanks for the message on the bag for my shirt. Jerry, hey, anytime! And for documenting your H6 build. I've been wanting to do one since 2010. I have all three mean eyes. 2-door will be getting an H6 twin turbo. Ooh, very nice! Like I said, once the majority of the back-ordered raw material comes in for the EG33 stuff, there's going to be more fabrication stuff going on. It's Kyle's juggling my car, a Monte Carlo, a Razor, a Mazda Protege, 2 S14s, and a couple other cars all at once. So he's super busy, dude. So while we're waiting on parts to come in for mine, he's working on the other one. So it's not the end of the world. We don't need that car back ASAP. I would like it back sooner than later. But I still have to finish paying him. I've only paid him half of what I owe him. So no rush. The hardware bolts are gold. Nice as accents. Ooh. Also, sounds 1+2. Appreciate the donut, my friend. Do you recommend building a WRX trans or STI swap it? Just STI swap it. Like, yes, you could do like a PPG gear set and like blast plates on a 5-speed. I'd still just do this STI 6-speed swap. Like, when it comes down to it, I would still just do that. Omni! Wow, I'm late. Wow, dude, welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. Thanks, Small Dogs is a strange breed. I got a friend with a pit bull dachshund mix, the most jacked looking. That sounds like a fun doge. Jack dachshund sounds funny. Thanks on the C1741 car from Deliver Services, a real code from dealer, not reader. What they told me and put on my slip, car is on warranty and they had no idea what caused it. DTC. I've never heard of a C1741. Normally it's P. Normally it's a P code. Rishi, appreciate the donut too, man. You the man, Taylor. Hey, appreciate the support, my friend. Appreciate the support, dude. Andy, hello. Hey, my dude. Hey, what's going on, Andy? How you doing? How you doing? We watched the Friends reunion last night, so I've been like stuck saying that all day. It's just been stuck in my head. How much for the STI? What STI? What are we talking about over here? Not young enough? What are we talking about? How about your next car? Built be an old school Volkswagen Beetle 1970, put an EJ25 in it. That would be an awesome sleeper. I've been trying to buy my neighbors. I keep telling them, like, hey, you want to sell that old Beetle? You let me know. I'll gladly take it off your hands. I'll gladly take it. If it was my kid, I'd let him drag me to car events real far. And of note, the 2019 OEM headlights limited are amazing if you upgrade. Good to know. I mean, I'm still happy with my 17s. Like, no complaints with them. Outfront mostly uses JE pistons and rods. I prefer Manly and CP stuff. What rods do I have? I have Manly H Tough Plus rods. The 6-cylinder STI. Why would you want to buy that car? Not young enough. Why would you want that car? That car's a death trap. There's no safety features. It's completely built. Take my retirement. I wouldn't sell that car. Someone could offer me like $10 million. You know what? $10 million. I'd probably sell it, but I don't want to sell that car. I love that car. Damn, I undershot hours hard. I'm in BC and it takes me 10 hours to get to Portland. Probably more like 30 then. Damn, it would be a long drive. Ooh! Ooh! It's a long drive. Still looking for a rotated kit for right-hand drive. I don't know if anybody actually makes them. I have no idea if people actually make them or not. Just bought a Grimsby downpipe and have to wait 30 days. 30 days for it to ship? What do you mean? Nobody's got one in stock? You trying to tell me no one's got one in stock right now? Let me see if I can find one. Grimsby downpipe. Oh, what? How? What just happened there? Let me see if I can find one. Grimsby downpipe for sale. STI. We'll just say STI. I bet you I can find one. I bet you I can find one in stock. You got one in stock? You got this in stock? Is this in stock? Looks like it's in stock. Is it in stock? I hate that companies don't put the... Why don't you just put if it's in stock or not? Why don't you just tell us? What are you hiding? In stock. Boom. What do you mean? Why you gotta wait 30 days? It says in stock right here. It said in stock. I saw it say in stock. You're not tricking me on this one. You're not tricking me. Look at that right there. Boom. In stock. In stock. It says they got it. Why are you waiting 30 days? Why are you waiting 30 days? Who'd you buy it through? This is me whenever I buy parts. Like, I will buy from whoever has it in stock. I am so impatient. Do you know if the 21 STI have built-in turbo timers? No, they do not. I know you have videos that explain turbo timers, but wasn't really... No, they don't. They do not come with turbo timers. To be honest, you really don't need a turbo timer. For most turbo cars, you really don't need a turbo timer unless A, you're just beating the hell out of the car at the track like all the time and you need to let it cool down a little bit. But the turbos are also water cooled. So even just driving the car, if you're driving it from your house to Safeway or Fred Meyer or Kroger, whatever gas station or like Safeway or grocery stores near you, even when you go and park it, like assuming you're driving the car normally, you don't have to necessarily let the car cool down. You can just turn it off. And the pressure that's in the cooling system is still going to force coolant to flow through then. It's still going to pull heat off the turbo, so you don't need it. Turbo timers are kind of a thing of the past at this point. Zach, appreciate the dono. Buy my fully built Cosworth engine. Zach, I'm already building an engine. I'm already building an engine, man. You do a good job. Keep up the good work. Hey, appreciate it. Not young enough. You don't need a turbo timer, and with oil and coolant cooling. That is very true. And the continued flow of coolant and oil will pull heat away from the turbo after you shut it off. The coolant will do a decent amount also. How much did you raise the ride height on the 05 to fix the wheel rub? Did you destroy the tires? I did not destroy the tires. They are just fine. They're still serviceable. I just pulled off a little bit of the sidewall, just like spaghetti noodle size. Saw the video you pulling rubber off. I probably raised it up 1/4 of an inch. And after that, it's never rubbed again. Never had a rubbing issue again. Who installs turbo timers on newer cars these days? Any thoughts on why my WRX is under boosting? No signs of boost leaks. Duncan, what mods do you have? What tune do you have on the car? What are you tuned to PSI wise? Are there any changes in the car that have like happened recently? Questions, man, questions. Do you by chance know of any good shops in Boise? I know Get a Dom tune is somewhere over in Eastern Washington. I think Liberty Lake area. I think that's close to Boise. If not, I don't know anybody like in Boise. Cobb Bellmouth versus Grimsby divorced. Downpipe for 06 Forester XT. What's your take? If you're internal wastegate, get the Grimspeed. If you're external wastegate, get the Cobb. Bellmouth, I would go external wastegate. Divorced, I'd probably go internal wastegate. Just helps flow a little bit better. Once you're external wastegate, it really doesn't matter. Miss the old neighbor of mine that had a mint Hawkeye STI as well as a dune buggy with a turbo EJ. Ooh, thank BF Injection from GTA. Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun little car. Turning up boost, what all should you have to change? Fuel. Fuel's a big one. If you are pushing more air into the car, you need to push more fuel into the car. So just fuel. How do I feel about MA Performance OTS tunes for stock motor? OTS tunes in general. We're not going to say MA Performance. We're not going to say Cobb. We're going to say OTS tunes in general. If you're using an OTS tune from a specific company, make sure you're using that company's parts. So if you're getting a Cobb OTS tune, make sure you're using Cobb parts. If you're getting an MA Performance OTS tune, make sure you're using MA Performance parts. Their OTS tunes are designed to work with their parts. They don't necessarily design them to work with other companies. Just keep that in mind. Subi is making 560 to the wheel and drive it almost every day. So I assume that's why I keep getting head gasket issues. Bro, what head gaskets you running? Like, I know people who are pushing like 700 for like 2 years and they haven't had a head gasket issue. That concerns me. What is going on over there? Any advice on pads and rotors for a 19 STI? I have no idea on rotors because rotors are stupid expensive for those 6-pot calipers. For pads, I'd probably grab either Hawk or StopTech. That would be like my go-to. FAWX, so currently at an ACT flywheel. If I was to switch to a segmented Kevlar disc with OEM flywheel, would this get rid of the gear rattle chatter? I cannot 100% confirm that. I've never used a segmented Kevlar disc with an OEM flywheel, so I cannot say yes or no. Zach, appreciate the dono, dude. No Boise build mod garage. It is for this guy. No Boise build. Oh, gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting. I'm smelling what you stepped in. I am eating what you made for dinner. I don't even know what you made for dinner, but it probably sounds good. Hey, my car's idle is 500 to 700 RPM when at a stop. Okay. Do you want to bump it up? If you have an access port, you can actually bump it up. That one's completely up to you. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much if it's at 500 to 700. Mine idles at like 750. Ish. When you turn the AC on, I'm sure it kicks up a little bit more too. Do you think the Cobb front mount intercooler that you have on your 05 would fit an 02 WX? I'm thinking yes, it should. There's no reason in my mind that it shouldn't. Throttle body is in the exact same position. Chassis is the exact same. Turbo's in the same location. There is no reason I can think of that intercooler wouldn't fit. There's no reason I can think of that it wouldn't fit. I would say go for it. I'd say send it. I'd say verify fitment first before doing it. Also, Lax, appreciate the dono, man. Hey, Zach, go to ThrottleWorks in Nampa? Nampa. They aren't in Boise, but I heard amazing things about them. Hey, good to know. Good to know. Thanks to Puyallup, dealership wanted $3K for a front brake job. Ooh. Just for the fronts? Let me see what I can find real quick because this question comes up all the time. Let me see what I can find. 2019 Subaru STI front rotors. This question comes up a lot, and I never look these up. What is this for? Slotted, StopTech rotors. Rally Sport, what do you got? What do you got for us? Subaru STI 2004. That is not what I'm trying to look for here. Let's change this. 2019 Mini. Oh, we should get a Mini. We'll say limited. We'll just say limited for the heck of it. Brakes. Let's do this. Let's do brake rotors. We'll just do brake rotor pairs. Do they? All right, they do something. Wow, those are expensive. Ugh. Centric makes OE styled ones for $230. That's not bad. Centric Premium OE style drilled. I'm not a huge fan of drilled rotors. I'm just not a huge fan of them. Everyone is out of stock pads. Well, let's see what they got for pads. They've got rotors on here, so those are pricey rotors. Brake pads. Front. We'll go with these ones. 1-star Carbotech. What is this 1-star review? I'm curious now. What is your 1-star review? Read one review. During wet weather, these things are unsafe. When you really need to stop, you better give yourself 5 seconds. No brakes before they bite. Ooh, what tires do you have on there? I'm curious what tires you got on there also. Brake pads. I wouldn't use those ones apparently because those ones just don't sound good. What do we got? StopTech. Let's just do this. Wow, StopTech Hawk. That's like my go-tos for these. StopTech. What do you mean they got brake pads right here? Wow, that's weird. The Lexus ISF, the 08 to 11 ISF, and the 18 Plus STI take the same brake pads. That's kind of cool. You could probably go to Lexus and buy front brake pads if you wanted OEM ones, and they're probably not cheap because it's Lexus. They got these ones in stock right here, $54. $54 bucks right there. Bam. I hope I helped your brake pad search because now we found them. Now we got brake pads. Now we have located the brake pads. The brake pads have been located. Hey Tanner, I sent you a friend request on Facebook. Given fall, I've got like so many that I haven't even checked out in there. Going and taking your car to Daytona International Speedway and racing is taking the Subaru around. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. That'd be fun. Daytona's very far away. It's very far away from me. He will not sell it, brah. That's right. What can you do to a new Crosstrack? You could lift it. You could wrap it. You could lift it. That's like the only thing I can think of. There's not a whole lot you can do to Crosstracks. I mean, I've seen some people engine swap Crosstracks with an FA20, FA24. I've seen bagged Crosstracks. I've seen lifted Crosstracks, wrapped. You got to get, like, with those types of cars, you got to get a little bit of custom. You got to think outside of the box a little bit when it comes to it because they don't make a lot of OE parts. They make a lot of cool, like, JDM parts you can get on there. I think Subi Speed sells some. Rally Sport Direct probably sells some. But you got to get a little bit creative with those ones. Following on from the question about 6-speed swap, would you bother doing a build on a 2010 WRX or just buy an STI and build that instead? In all honesty, I would rather just build an STI than build a 2010 WRX, but that's more of a styling preference than anything else, just because personally the styling on the wider style bodies on the GR is more of a preference for myself than the narrow body, but some people actually prefer the narrow body look. So some people would say build a 2010 WRX. There was it was an 08 to 10 WRX up at the Mod Garage a couple days ago, and it actually looked pretty good. So they did a 6-speed swap on it. It's got a built engine making like 490 horsepower or something like that on ethanol. Really cool narrow body. There's few narrow bodies out there that I like get wowed at, but that was one of them. It took 6 weeks to get my NVIDIA R400 Gemini. Ooh, that's so long. Right-hand drive is no different from USD-M EJ20, EJ25. Literally the same. They have been used for like 30 years. The difference, though, is I think uppipe and downpipe routing for the steering shaft or the steering linkage, because I think that gets in the way with some of the stuff. My dad's 2012 STM, my 92 Inch Bay are almost exactly the same. Turbo timer. Back to the turbo timer stuff. I'm going to have two projects going soon. A Monster STI. I'm going to be fully built my wife's 2.0 EcoBoost Escape. Ooh! That sounds fun. Would you drive it? I would drive an EcoBoost at 450 to 500 horse. Who wouldn't? Who would say no to that? Who would say no to that one? You can go to Daytona Motor Speedway in Florida and race. That's so far. I haven't been to Florida in like 5 years. That is literally the opposite end of the country. But if I'm ever down there, I might have to do that. You can't go off the in stock on Google Shopping. That isn't indicative of the website stock. That's true. Even if the last live inventory, that is true. I mean, for the most part, if it is something that I want ASAP and I don't want to wait for, normally I'll shoot him a message in a live chat or an email, or I'll call him to like verify before I actually place an order. But for the most part, like I'm super impatient. I'll call companies and be like, "Hey, do you guys actually have this in stock like it says you do on your website?" Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. It's back and forth. I want a sequential shifter for my 2019 STI and put a 2J. Send it with the right amount of determination and the right amount of money. You can make anything happen. You can make anything happen. It's just a lot of work. If people have done it. People have done it. You can do it. So if they can do it, you can do it. We can all do it. We can all do it. We can make the stuff happen. We can make all the stuff happen. Evil X! Appreciate the dono, dude. It hasn't showed up in my chat yet, so there it is. Appreciate the dono, my friend. Tuned my 17 WRX on E85 today. 366 wheel horsepower on a Mustang dyno. Oh, that's not bad. Especially on a Mustang dyno at 4,300 feet elevation. That is also very good. In Salt Lake. Thanks for the inspiration on the build and the channel. Congrats on the tune, dude. Glad to hear everything went well and appreciate the dono, my friend. Hopefully you're out and about enjoying that thing. I miss E85. I can't wait to get the 05 STI on E85. Like, just the smell. The pure smell of the sweet, sweet corn juice. Oh, I can't wait to have it back. Can't wait. I've had E85 sitting in the garage for like 10 months. I should probably, like, dispose of that. Full exhaust and intake, but nothing parts has changed. Currently on, I don't even, Duncan. I don't remember the follow-up. Any thoughts on WX underboosting? No signs of boost leaks. Full exhaust, so turbo back, intake, but nothing parts has changed. Currently in OTS tune until I get my appointment with a Pro Tune. And it's underboosting? What OTS tune are you using on that one? What OTS tune? OTS is not worth if you're really on a budget. Get an E-Tune. +1 on the E-Tune topic. E-Tunes are relatively affordable, and they're still just as good as most Pro Tunes. Well, Dyno Tunes, I guess I should say, because an E-Tune is a Pro Tune. The worst engine ever made was the Mitsubishi 2.6-liter 4-cylinder engine from the 1980s. I have no experience with that engine. I just bought a 2018 WX with 34,000 miles. Should I wait to tune it or build it? If it's your daily, I would say get familiar with it. If it's your first Subaru and it's your daily, I would say drive it around, get familiar with it a little bit before just like sending it and modifying it. Get familiar with the car. Take it out on like a date. Just go wash it a little bit. Enjoy it. Drive it around. Do some spirited driving. Go through a car wash. I don't know what you're going to do. But congrats on the car. I would just get familiar with it a little bit before like sending it all out with just modifying it. IDK, what head gasket I was using, but I switched to Prime Motoring, so they will probably use a better one. Agreed. Prime Motoring does killer work. They do like killer work. Is there any benefit to removing the underhood insulation and the background lighting looks dope tonight? Thank you, Pyro Games. That's what I was saying at the beginning of this. It's like it's salmon. It is salmon colored. I was trying other colors, but I don't know. This one it felt right for some reason. It looks more red. It looks more red on here. Under the hood insulation. I mean, it's mainly there, so I'm pretty sure it's like a fire retardant material that is supposed to be there. So if for some reason your engine catches on fire, it doesn't like completely spread to the car like super, super fast. I always take mine out. If my car catches on fire, we'll push it off a cliff. But aside from that, I don't think it does anything else. I always just take it off anyways. It's a weight reduction, I guess you could call it. 2018 plus. I don't know what that one was for. Got gyro disc rotors on my 19. Go K&S brakes at VIR. Great selection. Very, very awesome. 4-year for FYI. Helped me once in the past at VIR. Ooh. Not bad. See, there we go. More brake suggestions. What spacers do I have on the GD? They are Torque Solution 20mm spacers, I believe they are. Pretty sure they're 20mm spacers, and I'm pretty sure they're Torque Solution. Pretty sure. Like 99.5% sure. I've already recommended one-person stop tech here. Typically, I use Centric, same brand. I have Centric on the 05 STI for rotors, no complaints with them. And Hawk pads in the past. That's actually the exact setup I'm using on the 05 STI, Centric rotors and Hawk pads. Went with Power Stop rotors and pads. Last week. This time on my car, mint. It's mint. Minty. Omni. Oof. Oof. Big oof. Oof. About to start my manual swap after I take out the manual transmission out of my parts car. Have you ever done that swap? I haven't personally done that swap. I've watched other people done the swap. I don't like swapping transmissions. If I can avoid it, I try to avoid it. But you can definitely go, Mariners. You can definitely do it. There's plenty of information out there. It's pretty straightforward. Old transmission comes out. New transmission goes in. Half shafts go in. Pretty easy. Pretty self-explanatory. Pretty straightforward. The hardest part is going to be if you're doing a 6-speed swap, like an STI 6-speed, the hardest part is just wiring in the DC-CD to make it work. Pads did gyro disc, 2-piece rotors, save 5 pounds per corner. Big deal. That actually is a big deal. Rotating mass. Can you share the link to the rotors? Throw it out there, Jeffrey. Throw it out there, my friend. Oh, Lance, you deleted it right as I read it. Lance, you deleted it right as I read it, man. Why don't you go with Wilwood Brimbos? Why don't you go with Wilwood or Brimbos? Are supposed to be the best aftermarket brake solution for new vehicle around. They're expensive. You look at the cost of Wilwood or Brimbos, they are expensive. They're thousands of dollars. Plus, there's a lot of good like OE options out there too. But Ryan, yo, been a minute since I was able to catch a live stream. Here for a good time, not a long time. What's going on, Ryan? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Come to Chicago to our meets. That's a ways. If I'm ever in the area of Chicago, I'd totally be down. There's no tuners near me. That's what sucks. Closest like 2 hours away, and I ain't trying to get an E-tune. What's wrong with the E-tunes? E-tunes are awesome. E-tunes are great. E-tunes are good options. Back to the gyro discs. Awesome. S-pads, S-pad. Talking about some discs, some pads. I wasn't sure if that was accurate about the Lexus. Thanks a ton. Apparently, I mean, it's kind of cool that the Lexus ISF from 08 to 11 uses the exact same pads as the 2019 Plus STI. How much horsepower can I hit without worrying too much about the trans on a 21 WRX? It's really hit or miss. I've seen some of them just hold power. I've seen other ones like explode and just get angry and just throw a fit. I'd say play it safe, like 360, 380. I'd say play it safe. If you're feeling a little dicey and you're like not super torturous on the trans, I'd say 400 plus. How do you pick what comments to see to reply? Haha, Zach, I just go down the list. If you guys are curious, so I've got like two screens over here. I have like my left screen, which is like active comments that are like actively happening. And then I have this right screen right here, which is like I can scroll up and down. So wherever you see like a highlighted comment is like where I keep track of. And I just go down the list. Just go down the list, one comment at a time. KNS did a very good YouTube on STI brakes for the new 1.6 spots. Worth it. I will have to check that one out. Why would do anything to a cross-track? They're great as they are, but they can be made so much better. Who is it? Iron Man? I think Iron Man makes a lot of good parts for the cross-track. Is it just me, or do all the cross-tracks have the biggest damn headlights? I don't think they're that big. I don't think they're back. You got to do something that's not Subaru related. We are in the future. The next car that I get is not a Subaru. I've already got it like mentally chosen. And I'm like always on the lookout to find one. I've been looking at like Volkswagens too recently. Weird. I know it's weird. It's a weird transition. I've been looking at like old. I've been trying to find a VR6 Jetta, like an 04 or 05. I don't remember the year, but I was trying to find a VR6 manual Jetta. They're cheap. They're not expensive cars. I think it would be fun. I actually like the styling of them for some reason. I don't know. They just look good. They look good. I like them. What clutch you got for the 05? It's the ACT HDSS. Pretty good clutch. Do you know anyone who put an STI 6-speed in a VAWX? Who was it? Bader did one. He has a video on it, I'm pretty sure he has a video on it. I probably can't answer, but does a short throw shifter void warranty? It doesn't void your warranty, but it does open the door for possible claims to be denied if you were to have an issue with the transmission and you were trying to place a warranty on, or a warranty claim on it, if that makes sense. You should build a Miata. I do want a Miata. I've been trying to find a Miata for a while. Do I like Holdens? I've never been able to, like, we don't have Holdens here. If I could get a Holden, I'd definitely take a Holden. It'd be fun. I mean, I like them. From the videos I've seen, they look like fun cars. You should build Miatas. That's what I'm saying. MK5 R32 is amazing. DSG is cool too. See? FYI, it's amazing. No, don't go Volkswagen. Terrible reliability. I mean, I have no. So what? We'll buy a car that just breaks all the time. That's good content, right? People love that. Buy cars that break all the time. It's one of the ones I've been looking at. I'm not saying it's all of them, but if you want more reasons why. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. The next car is probably do a first gen Supra. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Zach, appreciate the dono, by the way, man. I wouldn't mind doing like an an FBRX7. That'd be kind of fun. FBRX7, FDRX7. Obviously, everyone wants to do an FDRX7. I honestly think that the next car that I think I bit is get. I'm like 99.5% sure the next car I get is an S13 hatch. It's probably one of the next ones I'm going to be getting. I don't know. I've wanted one for a long time. If I could find like a shell, I'd be all about it. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a fun one to do. Who doesn't? I mean, it's specifically S13 hatch too, just to get that one out there. Or like, I wouldn't mind like a Focus RS. You want to talk about head gasket problems? Focus RS. Head gasket problems. They had a whole recall on that one. Whole recall. 1JZ would be cool. 1J would be cool. 1Js aren't as expensive as 2Js, but a JZ would be fun. Import an R32. I used to have one. I used to have a 1993 GTST. I don't know. I'm not gonna pull up photos of it. I'd have to dig so far. Oh, did they bring some Holdens and call them Pontiacs? I mean, they have like, I forget what they are, but there are like rebadged one. It doesn't matter anymore. Tesla's coming for us all. Can we modify a Tesla? Can we make a Tesla faster? Is there a way to do that? Elon Musk, if you're in this live stream, please speak up. Can we make a Tesla faster? Is it possible? It's got to be possible. LS swapped 944. They are so fast. I do want an old Porsche. I mean, I like Porsches in general. If I could have a Porsche, that'd be awesome. My next build will be a 370. I kind of miss my old 350. A 370 would be fun. I wouldn't mind getting a 370. Should we get a 370? We should get a 370. Should we do a 370? Would that be fun? Small dog. Small dog. Do you like Nissan? Do you like 370Zs? Do you like the car? His ears went up. I think that means he likes it. I think he's about it. That'd be fun. I don't know. I kind of miss my old 350, so I wouldn't mind getting another 370 or a 370 instead of like another 350. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's like a future thing. Sometime this year. It's gonna happen sometime this year. I just don't know when. We need to. I don't know. At some point in the future, it'll happen. I really want a 300ZX turbo. Have you ever worked on a 300ZX turbo? They're awful. You want to talk about no room to work in an engine bay? 300ZX. 100%. 100% on that one. 100%. Awful. Awful. Chevy SS. I think that's what it was. Yes. Yeah, that Chevy SS is just a rebadged Commodore. I wouldn't mind a Chevy SS. Wouldn't mind one. Fair Lady. I wouldn't mind. There's so many cars I want out there. It's just... The 05 Plus GTO, the G8, and the Chevy SS were all hold-ins. I'm leaning back toward doing the VR6 all-wheel drive Beetle build first again, but I'll be bouncing between ideas until I start buying parts. Send it. Send it. Can we make a homemade E85? I have no idea. I don't even know how to go about doing that. Are you going to make a video on assembling of the new short block? Yup! Yep, I've never done it before, so this will be my first one, my first short block assembly. So yeah, that way, if for some reason the engine blows up, we can at least go back and find what I did wrong. I highly doubt it would, but no, this will be my first one. Of course, we're gonna do a video series on it. It'll be awesome. It'll be fun. But anyways, we've been going for about an hour. It's almost 8 o'clock here. I got to eat dinner, edit tomorrow's video still, shower, I still got life stuff to do for the rest of the night. So, with that, I appreciate everyone swinging by the live stream tonight. I appreciate all the donos as always. Live streams always, for the most part, happen Tuesdays and Fridays, 6:30-ish p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, if I did not get to your guys' questions tonight, I do apologize. And, actually, you know what? We're going to do this. After this video goes live, throw down in the comments there, and I'm just going to throw out a community tab post just to kind of gauge what you guys want to see as the next build on the channel. So I'll throw out a community tab post. Throw some ideas out there. We'll see what we can come up with and see what we can find. But with that, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your killer work weeks, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo! I know